You open your eyes in a small Aztec village, still shrouded in the morning mist. Around you, low, tightly packed stone houses seem to shield themselves from the world. The air smells of damp earth and freshly cut corn from the neighboring fields. In the distance, dark mountains close the horizon like a living wall. Yet, a strange feeling already washes over you. Your life will not be confined to this place. You learn that your region belongs to the powerful Triple Alliance. Every year, men set off for the capital, carrying the village's tribute. Baggages of cloth, cacao, and precious feathers disappear along the dusty roads. All travel the same route, worn smooth by generations. A road that vanishes into a city everyone talks about, never forgetting it. Despite the differences between the peoples, all eyes converge on a single city. Tenochtitlan is described as a place where power seems to breathe in the air. Without truly understanding it, your destiny is already beginning to drift away from your village. In your teens, you are torn from your everyday life for a journey no one speaks of clearly. Behind you, the mountains become mere silhouettes, slowly fading away. Ahead, unknown paths stretch out like an endless world. You cross valleys where crops sway in the warm wind. Then, dense forests where the light struggles to reach the ground. With each village you pass through, different smells, voices, and gazes surround you. You understand that the empire is far vaster than you ever imagined. Merchants pass by, carrying cacao and colorful textiles. Their loads seem to tell of the empire's invisible wealth. Messengers run ceaselessly between cities, covered in dust and sweat. Everything seems drawn by the same invisible force. As if all the roads breathe in a single direction. After several days of walking, you finally stop, exhausted. Ahead of you, an unreal vision appears in the distance. Tenochtitlan rises in the middle of the lake like a city set upon the water. You remain motionless, unable to tear your gaze away. Long causeways cut across the lake like lines drawn by the gods. Canals crisscross the city like a living network. Canoes glide silently across the dark water. Immense temples dominate the horizon, crushing the sky. You have never seen anything so vast. Thousands of people move forward in a constant flow. The markets overflow with a mingling of sounds, shouts, and smells. Goods from across the empire are piled high on the stalls. Craftsmen shape stone and precious objects with exquisite precision. The air is thick with spices, crushed flowers, and hot food. The city seems almost unreal, like a dream made real. But behind this beauty, you sense a silent power. And that power is already beginning to draw you in. Your entry into the imperial palace marks a complete break with your former life. From the very first steps, you feel that your every move is being watched. The buildings seem to overwhelm you with their sheer size. The walls are covered in colorful frescoes that tell ancient stories. Motionless guards observe every passing person without averting their gaze. Servants move silently, as if gliding across the floor. Here, everyone exists solely through a specific function. The slightest movement must adhere to an invisible order. You quickly learn to observe even before you breathe too deeply. One mistake is enough to draw all eyes to you. Nobles pass by, clad in heavy, richly decorated fabrics. Their quetzal feather headdresses catch the sunlight. The gold on their jewelry gleams like a silent fire. You discover a wealth that surpasses anything you have ever known. But this splendor conceals an almost crushing discipline. Every person here seems condemned to a specific place. The artisans create objects of breathtaking finesse. The kitchens resonate with the constant hum of preparations for the court. The guards remain motionless for hours, showing no sign of fatigue. The priests move between the sacred halls like weighty shadows. Power seems to breathe in every corridor of the palace. Even the silence seems to impose unseen rules. You understand that here, speaking can be more dangerous than listening. You learn to recognize those whose mere glance is enough to decide the fate of others. Some decisions made here change the destiny of entire regions. Entire provinces depend on a single order emanating from this place. You now live at the heart of the empire's power. Each day reveals a new rule that must never be broken. Each ceremony is a reminder of the sovereign's absolute power. You discover a fascinating yet constantly menacing world. And an invisible tension always seems ready to erupt. Then your gaze is irresistibly drawn to the temples in the distance. Above the city, a monument towers over everything else. The great temple of Tenochtitlan rises like a man-made mountain. No matter where you are, its presence is undeniable. Every morning, priests ascend its immense steps without ever slowing down. The sound of sacred drums resonates throughout the city. The inhabitants stop to listen, as if suspended in time. Religion sets the rhythm of every moment of daily life. The gods seem present in every breath of wind. The harvests, the rain, and the sun appear to depend on their will. During major festivals, the entire city comes together in a single movement. The priests wear gigantic headdresses that float above the crowd. Sacred chants fill the air like a wave of sound. The dancers move with almost unreal precision. The whole city seems to breathe to the rhythm of the deities. You understand that religion and power are one. Priests and rulers govern together, like two sides of the same coin. This balance seems impossible to break. Yet, something is changing outside this perfect order. Disturbing rumors arrive from distant shores. Strangers have reportedly appeared on immense ships. They carry weapons no one has ever seen. They ride strange creatures that seem to have come from another world. At first, no one wants to believe these stories. But the messengers become increasingly insistent. Enemy peoples begin to rally to these strangers. War is slowly but inevitably approaching the capital. The first battles erupt in the city streets. Food supplies dwindle day by day. Disease spreads through the most densely populated districts. The seemingly eternal order begins to crack. The temples gradually lose their authority. Palaces change hands amidst the chaos. The empire crumbles before your eyes like a fragile structure. In just a few years, an entire world vanishes. You look one last time at the temples of Tenochtitlan. You understand that you have just witnessed the end of a civilization. Your life has been transformed by forces far beyond your comprehension. The Aztec Empire now exists only in memories. But a new question arises. Having survived the Aztec Empire, you have survived the rituals and sacrifices of the Aztec Empire, but the next journey we will undertake will take you to a modern reality where survival depends on your ability to disappear into silence.